What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade basketball analysis coming to y'all with that instant analysis on my Boston Celtics blowing and coughing up the lead to Bam Adebayo. He reminded me of the Eastern Conference Finals a couple years ago where he just stepped up and was just unstoppable and caused a lot of chaos. And he got it done. Bam stepped up. Tyler Hero hit a big three. It was an exchange back and forth, and the better team won tonight. It was some guys that was missing on both ends of the table, but somebody had to win the game. The Celtics fall to 35 and 14. They're 17 and 9 away from Boston. Miami, they needed this win to continue their ascent up top the Eastern Conference. They don't want to be a playing team. They have enough talent not to be. They have the coach also to get it done. They just had to get healthy, and they've been winning a lot more games since. 27 and 22 for them, 16 and 9 at home. It was pretty even game throughout. 32 to 30 Miami, 28 to 18 Boston, but 25 to 24 in the third quarter and 23 to 13 in the fourth quarter for a score of 98 to 95. I feel like we played more of a Miami Heat type of game. We didn't play our style of basketball a lot this game. We played more of what the Heat wanted to do. We'll just slow it down and just go into a grind type of game. We got to work for every bucket. I feel like that's not our style. We like to break down the defense and cause a lot of chaos and hit a lot of threes. I feel like we didn't do that tonight. We only attempted 32 threes. We had a lot of chances in the mid range, but a lot of them was tough and contested. You got to give credit to the Heat for following their game plan even when they was trailing and not panicking and doing rash decisions. I like what I seen out of them. Matter of fact, we can start with the Heat. Martin, 5 points, -7 and plus minus. He almost fouled out with 5 personal fouls, one turnover. He was 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 2 from three, 1 of 5 from the field. He didn't have the greatest game defensively or offensively, but he gave them decent minutes in 11 minutes. He just fouled out. He was fouling too much, so he couldn't really have a bigger role in today's game. Bam was just the dominant force, and they drove him and they rode him all the way home, and the wheels didn't fall off because they was able to really, Bam has just been great this whole month and last month, showing that he can really be as talented and as dominant as he wants to be. He always had the strength and the size and the athleticism. He just now putting it all together mentally with everything else, and he's just being a little patient out there, and he's also relying on his teammates to create shots for him while still being able to be his own bucket. And this is the best Bam we have ever seen. 30 points for him, plus three and plus minus, 2 personal fouls, three turnover, one block, two steals, one assist, 15 rebounds. Four of them was offensive. He got to the free throw line 8 times. He made six of them. He was 12 of 22 from the field. He just very tough to guard because he's so quick and so fast and so strong. And he can even come at you with brutal strength and just crash you. And he has good handle and good footwork too. I think he's a guy that is a guy you got to watch out for because I feel like he got another level that he can hit, and he showed that the last 6 weeks. Kyle Lowry had another bad game, 2 points, -10 and plus minus, two personal fouls, two turnovers, 8 assists. He also had 5 rebounds, two of them was offensive. He was 0 of 4 from the 3 point line and 1 of 7 from the field, and he really wasn't that great defensively either. I feel like Kyle Lowry has been one of the problems with this team alongside Duncan Robinson. They getting paid too much money to be mediocre or unplayable, or they don't play at all. And you just can't have that when you're committing that type of salary to these type of players. Tyler Hero had another bad game too. 9 points, +11 and plus minus, one personal foul, two steals, 6 assists. He had 2 rebounds, 1 of 7 from three. You want to see more out of him offensively. He was also 4 of 19 from the field. He doesn't get to the paint enough. He doesn't switch it up enough and could be a little predictable. He wants to go for the spot up three. He wants to go for the easy opportunities. He's supposed to be a guy that can create for you and a guy that can create for himself. I see him creating for others more than he create for himself efficiently, and that's just not a good sign. Just because he was able to do it so well off the bench, and as a starter, it seems like he hasn't took a huge step forward in his growth and in his progress, and that's unfortunate because they needed him to, especially in this game. Matt Strus, 13 points, plus four and plus minus, two personal fouls, two steals, one assist, seven rebounds. Two of them was offensive. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 of 6 from the 3 point line, 4 of 10 from the field. Highsmith was really fighting out there, showing you that he wanted to do what was best for the team, and he had good hustle in him. 15 points, plus 12 and plus minus, three personal foul, one steal, one assist, 10 rebounds. Three of them was offensive, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 of 4 from the 3 point line. Gave good space. You know, you need a guy that can space the floor. Bam is not going to do it. I feel Highsmith did that tonight. 5 of 7 from the field. Robinson, 5 points, one personal foul, one block, 5 rebounds. One of was offensive, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 1 of 1 from the field. Gabe benching 7 points, plus 16 and plus minus, 3 assists, one rebound, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 1 of 2 from three, 1 of 7 from the field. And Victor Oladipo gave you some type of scoring off the bench outside of Highsmith. 12 points, negative 14 and plus minus, two personal foul, one turnover, one assist, 6 rebounds. Two of them was offensive, 1 from the free throw line, 2 of 8 from three, 5 of 16 from the field. He got to the paint, he shot the threes, he probed a little bit, and he had a decent game. Haslam, Kane, and Dedman did not play, although they was healthy. Coach's decision. They didn't shoot the ball particularly well. Like I said, this was a slow half court type of game. 36% from the field, 36% from three was his decent. 78% from the free throw line, 51 rebounds, 21 assists, 7 steals, 2 blocks, 7 turnovers, 18 personal fouls, and 98 points. You look at the Celtics. Grant Williams hit a key three that kept us within the game, gave us a chance to win it, but we just couldn't pull it out. 10 points, plus three and plus minus, three personal foul, 4 turnovers, one assist, 4 rebounds. One of them was offensive, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 of 3 from the 3 point line, 3 of 6 from the field. Jason Tatum was efficient tonight, 31 points, negative three and plus minus, four personal foul, but his creation was a little off. He had 7 turnovers, and a lot of them was on him, just doing too much and wanting it a little too much. He also had one steal, 7 assists, 14 rebounds. He was 11 of 14 from the free throw line, was getting to the basket, and was able to use his handle to get some ticky tack fouls in there. He also was 2 of 5 from three, 9 of 18 from the field. Robert Williams was pretty good on the glass. 8 rebounds, two of them was offensive, 11 points, plus one and plus minus, three personal foul, three turnover, 2 blocks, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 5 of 6 from the field. Derek White contributed the most out of the core that was missing. Jaylen Brown, 23 points, negative 7 and plus minus, four personal fouls, one turnover, one block, one steal, 6 assists. He also had 3 rebounds. Two of them was defensive, one of them was offensive. 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 2 of 7 from three, 7 of 17 from the field. And Peyton Pritchard, 10 points, plus one and plus minus, three personal foul, two turnovers, one steal, 4 assists, 7 rebounds. One of them was offensive, 2 of 9 from the 3 point line, 4 of 14 from the field. He shot a bunch of threes. Some of them was spot up, some of them he had to rush. But he was aggressive looking for a shot, didn't shy away from the moment. I give him credit on that. Other than that, he didn't shoot the ball particularly well. Blake Griffin finally played some more minutes. He only played four. Only was negative three and plus minus, one personal foul, one assist, zeros across the board. Jackson played 14 minutes. He was 1 of 3 from the 3 point line. That was his only attempts. He also grabbed 5 rebounds while he was out there. One personal foul, negative 5 and plus minus, 3 points. Sam Hauser, 0 of 6 from the field, 0 of 5 from three, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, one steal, 2 blocks, two personal fouls, negative one and plus minus. And Luke Big Net Cornett, 7 points, negative one and plus minus, one personal foul, one block, one steal. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line, gave us an interior force, rebounding. He didn't get no rebounds, but he was able to get some putbacks and some ability to get strong in the paint and get some dunks attempts in there. This gave us length and size is basically what I'm saying. He didn't grab any rebounds, but he was still in the paint, making things happen defensively and still trying to be a force in the paint when trying to roll to the rim and finish. Cabangele did not play. Davidson did not play. Coach's decision. 43% from the field as a team. 31% from three. 77% from the free throw line. 44 rebounds. 21 assists. 5 steals. 6 blocks. 17 turnovers. 22 personal fouls. And 95 points. This was a great game. It was fun to watch. Both teams was competing. Both teams wanted it. And I just feel like I just wanted to know who was going to win it. It was a situation in the last 2 minutes where both teams was knocking down tough shots. Both teams was, really bringing it offensively. It seemed like it picked up a little bit, and then it came down to a couple blows, and Miami had the last blow, and it knocked us out. Unfortunately, we played to the last second. We played to the last opportunity, and we ended up getting beat fair and square. Bam and them wanted it just a little bit more, and their desire was granted with the W. And they needed this W more than we did. We didn't have Brown, they didn't have Butler, but they didn't make an excuse. They have done that throughout the season. They are above 500 team. They play hard defensively. They compete to the best of their ability, and they scoring just has not been where it needed to be because a lot of these shooters haven't performed to the capabilities that they should be able to perform at. And it's unfortunate, but they still been able to get it done. Celtics, I'm still proud of y'all. I know we lost to the Magic. I know we lost this game, but you're not going to win them all. We got to look at it like we got to go back to the drawing board, figure out what we need to get right, how we need to get back healthy is one of the biggest things, and just worry about when we're healthy, we're one of the toughest teams to beat. When Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown play, we basically unbeatable, and they basically unstoppable, and the team fits perfectly around them. And we have the best depth in the NBA, so we shouldn't get discouraged because we lost two in a row. It's about the big picture, using this as a journey to learn and grow and get experience for the biggest journey, which is the playoffs. And I feel like we have done a great job, although we lost two games in a row. I'm not going to be too critical of them because I feel like this was a winnable game. We just let this one go, and the Heat wanted it more, and they needed it more, and they showed it. And we can't let that happen again against a better team because then they think they can get one up on us again. And the Heat are a team that's a rival. Tatum and Brown has done multiple battles with this team, and we want them to know we're better than them, and we have to continue to show that. And that's something that we need to do when we're healthy, and they probably feel the same way if they're Heat fans or, if they're Heat players and in the organization. Other than that, continue to like, continue to subscribe. Check out my videos in the comment section below. Also, continue to like, continue to subscribe, and continue to notification bell for more analysis. And remember, the podcast in the description. Like on Facebook, that's in the description. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis signing out.